Hello everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome to my YouTube channel if you are new here. My name is Jay, and welcome to my true crime mystery series. So, today, I am going to be talking about Ted Bundy. If you didn't see the last video and heard the hint, that's who we're talking about today. So, I will try to keep my language as censored as I can, and I will not be saying any victims' names. Okay? Okay. So, let's get started. So, I got my trusty notebook here, and my brain. Okay, so, Theodore Robert Bundy was born on November 24th, 1946, in Vermont to a 22-year-old mother who was also unwed, which by 1940 standards, scandalous. His biological father is unknown. However, there are theories about who he could be, but none of them are confirmed, so we don't know. As a 3-year-old child, he liked knives. He liked playing with them and doing whatever with them. Strange for a 3-year-old, I know. And then his mother brought him to where her parents lived in Philadelphia, and they basically raised him. And they convinced him that his mother was his sister. And then him and his mother moved up to Tacoma, Washington, and then she married a man called Johnny Bundy. He had a girlfriend who was from California and who broke off the relationship because he wasn't ambitious enough for her. And then he started college. He went to the University of Washington and graduated in 1972 with a degree in psychology, of all things. He was quite manipulative, so that's ironic. He had another girlfriend who was a single mother and who had suspicions about him, but couldn't really do anything because there was really nothing against him at the time yet. She did go to the police, however, but again, she couldn't do anything, and they didn't really believe her. But she went to the police again, and then she had evidence, which helped. So, and then during a traffic stop in 1975, he was arrested, but was released under supervision. He escaped from prison multiple times, one of which included him putting books onto his bed, putting a blanket over it, and then just going. Like, dude, that's not gonna look like a human body. What are you doing? And then he was arrested again, but this time was also charged for kidnapping and assault. He then killed a 12-year-old girl. And then on January 15th, 1978, he attacked and murdered around 5 University of Florida students, one of which managed to survive, thankfully. And then he was sentenced to the electric chair, and then he died on January 24th, 1989. His half birthday. And his girlfriend described him as warm and loving. And he was also described as charming. And he would use that charm to gain his victim's trust. But he would also pretend to be injured or pretend to be a police officer. Yeah. And he had and has fans. Like, back then, people were going to the courtroom to see him. And people are still obsessed with him and his story now. I mean, it is interesting, but still, not like that. And he got married in jail and had a daughter whose name I will not say. But then his wife divorced him. So anyways, that was the story of Ted Bundy. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Mysteries and True Crime. I will see you next time. Bye!